Amazon FBA Wholesale. It might seem like the best model, no returns, consistent, profitable, replenishable items, and being able to work relationships rather than purchasing from retailers or even having to do marketing like private label. But it's not as all chalked up to be. Hi, my name is Joe, the owner of Strictly Commerce. I've been selling on Amazon for over 5 years now, almost 6, and we've done a bunch of different stuff from retail arbitrage to drop shipping to private label to online arbitrage, wholesale, literally the whole nine within Amazon FBA over the past 5 or 6 years, and even more in other areas of e-commerce. And wholesale is probably my number one method of selling, and it probably is the best method of selling, but for a lot of you guys, it's probably the worst method that you could possibly get into.
Wait, what?
And in fact, a lot of you are not nearly ready for wholesale because you're not ready for the type of effort it takes to actually get to the profitable wholesale avenue that will work long term. What I mean by this is a lot of people think that wholesale is like the grass is greener theory where, you don't have to deal with price tanking, you don't have to deal with finding items all the time because everything's replenishable, and just these things are not true, and they're total misconceptions in terms of how the Amazon FBA community and business works. With wholesale, a lot of you guys think, how do I find profitable wholesalers? Or give me a list of profitable wholesalers? Or, how do I get discounts on my wholesale orders? And the thing is, you're looking at it the wrong way. These wholesalers do not care about your business. And yes, that is 100% true. It might not seem fair, but it's honest. These vendors or distributors sell millions of dollars worth of product. They operate on really, really slim margins. That's how the wholesale business model works, especially with the supply chain issues that we have going on now. And if you're somebody that's looking to get into wholesale and you're an Amazon seller that thinks they can't find the right wholesaler, it's because you're not ready for wholesale or ready for what it takes to unlock the true potential of these vendors. What do I mean by this? 1, these vendors are selling to other sellers, and these are brick and mortar customers or overseas exports, whatever it may be, where they're selling hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of product in one shot, monthly or even sometimes weekly from other customers. And the number one thing that you have to realize is you're a small fish in a really big pond. Your $1,500 or $2,000 wholesale order is nothing to a sales rep. Just think about this. These sales reps are not making 10% commission on your wholesale order. And yes, a lot of the reps work off commission. They might make 1, 2, maybe 3%, maybe 5 in some cases, which I think is a super over exaggeration. So your $1,000 order at 1% is $10 maybe for the rep. Why would they give you the best discount? And think about this, because the thing is, these guys, they're going to need to see consistent, proven history of being a good customer in order to unlock the true potential of a vendor. In my opinion, and after my experience, I don't think that you know the true potential of a vendor until months 6 through 12 of working with them. And months 1 through 6, you're placing basically break-even purchase orders in order to get there. It's not about finding the right vendor or finding the right wholesaler. All of these guys are in competition and they all sell the same product at a very similar price in the beginning. The only way to know how they truly work is to be willing to put in that effort to build the relationship over the first 1 to 3 to 6 months to really see how their business works. If you find a vendor that has even an ounce of profit on your first order, you need to spend the next 3 to 6 months working with that vendor and truly spending the time and money on inventory to see how their business works in order to scale for the long term. With wholesale, it's not going to make sense for a lot of you guys, and you shouldn't be doing wholesale off the bat if you have a tight budget or if you need money or if you want to scale quickly. Wholesale is scale slowly and scale steadily, and all those things in the beginning that seem like the good things about wholesale, like replenishables, like relationships, those things are all true. They're not maybe all they're chalked up to be, but they are true and they do exist and you can make them work. The thing is, you're going about it the wrong way, thinking that you're going to make 40% ROI on your first wholesale order. That doesn't happen in the beginning, and you might get lucky or it might look like it, but there's something that's going to miss. And if it was that easy, trust me, we wouldn't be sitting here making these videos right now, nor would you see people talking about wholesale. That's the thing. In order to unlock the true potential with these distributors, you need to be willing to put in 3 to 6 to 12 months at a low margin or at a break even on some cases, or even sometimes at a loss on certain items in order to see how those are going to look overall years to come. And that's the thing about wholesale. It's a long-term game. It's hard to start, but easy to scale. And that's why everything that we've gone over here. If you're somebody with a low budget or a low patience, or you're not willing to buy items that might not be super profitable off the bat, Go do online arbitrage. Go do retail arbitrage. Hell, maybe even go do private label. Wholesale is not for you.
It's not for you.
But if you're somebody that has some experience with Amazon, has some capital to invest, and is willing to put some time and effort into not making crazy profit now to make really good profit consistently later, wholesale is something that you want to look into and get working on. If you need get rich quick, go somewhere else. It's not the place. But if you want a consistent business that you could scale slowly and scale easily, kind of long term, wholesale is the place for you. And you need to be willing to put in that time and effort because the game is getting more saturated. Even though the market's growing, the game is getting saturated. So you need to be willing to kind of take a net even or break even or a little loss or like a little gain for some time in order to make money long term and be able to scale this business. If you want quick flips, go do retail arbitrage, go do online arbitrage. You'll get there. There's pros and cons to all the models, and all of these models make money. But wholesale specifically, there's no magic wand to actually find the vendors that are going to make you a ton of profit. And most likely, the ones that you're looking at that you think have no profit are the same ones that all the big sellers are buying from. You're just not willing to put in what it takes to actually get the discounts and get the proper pricing that it takes to make that really good profit. And the only way you're going to get there is not by calling them up and saying, hey, I'm going to spend $50,000 and then sending them a $1,000 PO. It's spending $50,000 over the first 3 months, 6 months, and then asking them, hey, how can I get a better discount? Hey, I've been spending $5,000, $10,000 an order for the past 6 months. This is what an order would look like if you were to give me 3% off. This is what an order would look like to give me 5% off, etc. You're not going to get it right off the bat. That's not how the game works. You need to be willing to put in the work now to see the benefits later, and delayed gratification is the number one key to success with Amazon FBA Wholesale. If you're looking to start and scale your Amazon FBA business, click the link down below to join our 100% free Amazon FBA community.
I'm doing it for free.
Where you can interact with both 5, 6, and 7-figure Amazon FBA sellers, get your questions answered, and get your business going. I look to see you guys all there. That's it for this video, and thank you for your business.